I'm pushing that button
TV.
1,000 fucking times. Yo, we're pushing that button 1,000 fucking times because today, out of all fucking days, dog, I didn't even think we fucking would have lasted this long, dog. Not that I didn't trust, but I'm like, I thought somewhere along the line you were gonna, like, bust a side dick Eddie like you did to George Perez and be like, fuck this, dog. I'm gonna just go head home and chill. But today's the day, dog.
Is that what Eddie does?
He did. No, if you don't know the story with Eddie and George, after 2 weeks, Eddie kind of wanted to quit on him, and then like he started getting recognized by people like, "Yo, motherfucker, I listened to you," and then he was like, "All right, let's do this shit." So this is the day that we fucking celebrate.
Shout out to Eddie.
Our fucking
putting his foot down.
We celebrate the 1 year anniversary, dog. Here on fucking B-Real TV. I mean, to Sheiky, that might be his fucking 10th year over here, but
yeah,
I've only been here realistically 5, and starting from a fucking intern to being able to have our own fucking show, have our own fucking rules and do pretty much whatever the fuck we want. It's completely different. And we also have fucking DJ C-Rock here, who is our resident DJ, has been able to stick by us. I think he found a perfect fit here, huh? I feel like C-Rock turns up everywhere he goes, and this is like the perfect thing. He's like, yo, I do this show where like they all kind of get fucked up just as much as I do.
Yeah, I love it.
How do you feel, Sheiky, man? It's been 1 full fucking year, dog.
It went by fast, bro.
It did, right?
Yeah.
Some people kind of left the company at that time about a year ago, and ever since that happened, it's like our show just kind of got that slide. So shout out to them people that know here no more. I'm gonna give them a big round of applause.
Shout y'all out.
Shout out to fucking B-Real for letting me be on this network for 1 whole fucking year.
Oh yeah.
Our first episode a year ago was like, you remember who our first guest was?
Yeah, it's Felipe.
Damn, she can remember, dog. This was pre-C-Rock days. This is when we used to have Cairo as the DJ here. I remember his fucking game, Price is Right and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, man. When we used to do the show when we started, dog, you remember how fucking out of control that shit was, dog? It seemed like Vice Land.
It pretty much was Viceland.
Yeah, it pretty much was like the Action Bronson kind of show, it with our people, and we'd have a game show. There'd be like random weed everywhere. The first couple of shows, we would really get fucked up. Mostly I would. Sheiky would just kind of just.
Nah, because you were always losing.
Losing at what?
When we played the games, you lost for like 5 weeks straight, if I remember.
Fuck that. You guys set that shit up, bro. I feel like.
Like
Cairo,
you just fucking.
Oh shit.
You just suck at life.
Man, fuck you. Hold on. Let me fucking say this shit.
You are another faggot, son of a bitch. No good, low life.
Hey.
Yeah, bro, that's you, bro. I want to go ahead and fucking. Hey, I lost that, and I honestly say I can't. Oh hell yeah, we got a fucking bomber here. Pass this to fucking Sheik.
Bomber.
Shout out to fucking Toppy. But yeah, I remember.
Top.
I remember the fucking the first fucking year that people would really tune in the first couple episodes to really see how fucked up I would get, because for some reason the odds were always against me, bro. Every fucking game that we fucking played as a group, as a fucking show, the odds were always fucking against me, dog. So I would always end up losing, and we had these like outrageous fucking punishments, dog. Like where like fools would have to take like a full 4-gram dab.
It was like like a full gram or a couple grams and shit.
I remember one time, if it wasn't for Carlos taking me to the fucking the room where the AC was blasting, I think I was ready to faint, bro. It was a day where like I got super red, bro.
Hey, remember the time that Cairo took the dabs with no water in it?
Yeah, bro, and that fool was fucking just like hella fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
He was kind of like
he was sweating.
He was sweating, bro. And you know when that fool sweats, dog, he gets hella pissed, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking, he gotta damp that shit out, bro, with the dreads he got. He do, bro. He gotta damp it out. It's like wet carpet. Like, I asked him, I was like, yo, bro, how bad was it? Did you get here's yours, bro. We all fucking lighting up right now, so fucking cheers, man. Cheers. And by the way, us being here a whole fucking year, number one, it wouldn't happen without fucking B-Real allowing us to be here and having the network and platform, but the viewers, man. I don't mean to sound like fucking PBS or anything like that, but the people that watch me, the people that watch our show, and tune in every fucking week, shout out to them, because, you guys have definitely become very used to our presence, because Sheiky and myself are kind of like a yin and yang, Sheiky's like the complete quite opposite. He doesn't really like people too much.
It's not true. I like people. I just hate certain people.
Sheiky will always approach things like a baseball coach. He'll criticize.
I'm like an old school manager. That's what the fuck I am.
Yeah, like you're like Don King, bro.
Like I'll lose my shit and call you a cocksucker.
Yeah. By the way, did anybody fucking see the what is it? The Mike Tyson thing where Don King was walking behind him and he fucking splashed the water on him and just threw that shit on there?
Mike Tyson threw water on Don King.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He fucking threw it. I guess he's still
Wow,
not
what the
over,
fuck?
but we
Oh,
got.
that was recent.
Yeah, this was
Oh
recent.
shit! That
Oh,
was
I
like
thought
some
this
old
was like
shit.
back in the day.
Yeah.
No, this was
Oh,
like
what?
this was at a fucking conference, man.
Oh,
It-
Yo,
shit.
can you look that up, Razu?
Yeah, I want to see that shit.
I don't know. Razzie is fucking down here eating.
You should
bro.
punch
He's not
that
even up there.
motherfucker though.
Yeah, there. By the way, our show is being catered today by Me to
Pay
You
somebody.
Barbecue.
Me to
and,
you.
it's probably I do high and hungry a lot, and I get my fair share of different foods and stuff. This is a 14. Yo, Pat, what is it? 14 or 15 hours? About 14 to 15 hour barbecue smoke.
Holy shit!
Both. There it is. And
Wow.
what is it? Oak smoke. There it is. We're gonna get into
Holy
details about
shit.
that later. And I know we're gonna actually try it on there. This is kind of like High and Hungry Live, but the studio edition. So we're gonna go ahead and we got to do it big. It's like going to a fancy restaurant for your anniversary. You got to go ahead and get the best of the best. And this is probably some of the best brisket I've had. And and a big shout out and thank you to them for catering. So we don't smoke the same show. And because everybody seems to enjoy it over here. And I know we're gonna fucking enjoy it when the time comes.
I love some barbecue.
It's coming up pretty soon, man. We also have a special guest. Say it in Spanish again? Radamin. There it is. He was on the document.
Radamin.
Yep, Radamin. He's what is it? He's out from the East Coast. He's a spitter, man. He got bars, man. We had him on the Dr. Green Thumb show, but I told him I was like, hey, bro, this is like the uncensored part right here. You come
Yeah.
onto this show and we just
Say what we want.
we say what we want, man. But what's going on with you, Sheiky? You got a joint in your hand? Are you
Yeah.
still angry because of what happened, dog?
Nah, I'm pretty much over it.
If you ever
shit.
like, how did you feel, dog? Did you feel like taken? Did you feel like whoever took it, I will find?
I felt like if I would have found the person and if it was justifiable and I could have got away with it, I would have shot that motherfucker.
Damn.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, like in case you guys don't know, some fucking scumbag here in downtown LA stole Sheiky's rear bumper yesterday.
Yeah. Who the fuck steers a
Yeah,
fucking
like,
bumper,
number
bro?
one,
And we're gonna find you.
Yep. So, fucking that scumbag. Hope you fucking rot. By the way, so make sure you guys follow Me to You Barbecue. They are on our flyer, and also make sure you follow the mixologist right here. You guys know I have my fair share of how I want to say social drinking habit. I want to say, and I enjoy my Hennessy very well. This
Yeah.
man combined. He hit me up one day on the DM and said, just putting it out there, Hennessy infused cocktail. I mean, Hennessy cannabis infused cocktail, bro. And I was like, those are like the combination of two of my favorite things. Hennessy and fucking drinks.
Oh shit.
Sign me
Now we
up.
got one.
Yep. So we're gonna.
We got one and one in the rotation.
There we go, man. This is the appropriate way to do it. Fucking Toppy's over here rolling like a motherfucker. We got smoking obviously with a funky Phil tip, man. Hey, we've had a pretty good share of some pretty crazy times here on the We Don't Smoke the Same show. From Felipe Esparza to packing the fuck out of this place with like 20 people.
Lee Sayat.
Yep, Lee Syed, which is fucking crazy. We've taken phone calls. What is it? We've had different kinds of food from fucking micheladas to. Man, everything's been kind of crazy, man. I wish I had a count of how many Hennessy bottles I killed throughout the whole year of being here.
Fuck. That'd be
Or
good.
at least having our own show, cause like, remember the first couple of fucking months, I would run through these like crazy, bro. I wouldn't be able to drive home.
Yeah, you had to have
my
somebody
God.
fucking
I would always have somebody drive me
you home.
Yep, and shout out to make sure you guys follow at Sister Ray, who pretty much captures this shit, and fucking that scumbag Raz dude that's up there. Cause if it wasn't for them two, we wouldn't. And fucking G7, who take care of a lot of the fucking shit that we do. Whether like you think it's like plays a small role or a big role, it's fucking gotten us here so far, man. Is there anybody that you would like to get on the show, Sheik? Like you put it out there, like somebody that you want?
I want to get some athletes on the show. I know there's
Ooh,
like
that'd be
a few
dope.
football players that smoke heavily and are like in a group that are trying to get like fucking cannabis like approved in the NFL, so the players can smoke that shit instead of taking opiates.
You know, the way we gotta come at that, bro, is that we gotta like, you know, what was that fucking trend where people would just randomly dance in the street? Like, you know, and they'll just surprise a mobbing or whatever.
Mob.
Yeah. Okay. So you gotta do that, but on Instagram, where we all do it at the same time and tell all of our followers, be like, yo, you gotta write this specific line on their fucking comments, bro, and just swarm them. Cause like, I don't think they can run if somebody that's a celebrity gets like 50 or 60 comments of the same shit. They're either gonna erase it or they're gonna fucking respond back, bro. Like, what kind of athletes do you know that smoke, bro? Like some UFC fighters?
Nah, I'm talking like Warren Sapp, fucking Kyle Turley, a few NFL guys. I know fucking Ricky fucking Williams for sure. Yeah. Ex-Heisman Trophy winner.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, I would expect that from you going from like.
I want to get fucking Kirk Gibson in here because he just got fucking diagnosed with Parkinson's a couple years ago, and he's been known to start smoking weed for that.
Damn.
So I want to get a Dodger fucking legend in here.
Hell yeah.
Would be nice.
Look, man,
awesome.
some of these people are not that hard. Like, if I had to get, let me see. Well, let's go ahead and go with your guesses. By the way, everybody this year, if you're enjoying some of the barbecue, make sure you fucking show some love and follow them on Instagram. Maybe share them and tag them, you know, because, I mean, homie told me the fucking story. I've been going to Blacklist for a fucking minute, all right? I've been going to Blacklist for a minute, and I would always pass by dude cooking right there. I'll go get different kinds of food, and he told me, he's like, why won't, I know what this motherfucker does. Why doesn't he fuck with my food? And one day, bro, we were just really stoned, and they were selling like big briskets, and I ended up just like, I tried it, bro, and I was like, yo, I had literally Sammy, I was like, go tell them I want them on my show, and that's how they ended up here. So make sure you follow them, because it's just how we have underrated rappers and underrated artists, they have underrated caterers and underrated people that know how to cook, underrated cooks that fucking definitely need the love. So make sure you guys check them out, because they will cater your fucking sesh, they will fucking cater your fucking cumpleaños, quinceañera, whatever you fucking need. If you love really good barbecue that just melts that you can cut with a spoon, show some fucking love. What about your wish list, C-Rock?
Fuck, my wish list? Damn. I don't know, some new underground artists. I know a few in mind. But
name like one or two, bro.
I know a few from like Orange County that'd be down to get like some people I know, like Don the Kid, or like other people from like that group. They're making like mad following, and like
these are artists that are unsigned. Oh man, the platter's almost ready to come out. You know what? Here, bring it onto the side right here. No, you're gonna go through the camera. Go through the side. So put it in front of Sheiky right there. We're gonna go ahead and this is holy. Oh man.
God damn.
This is how you freaking damn. This is how you cater.
God,
we don't smoke the same show. You get fucking high here, and this is me to you barbecue. Like, I don't even want to touch this until we're fucking even done smoking with these joints, bro.
Fuck.
Sheiky, how do you feel about that food porn being in front of you?
I haven't eaten shit all day because I knew there was gonna be food tonight, so I'm ready.
Everybody seems to be enjoying it. It's just kind of like a high hungry live. This is literally like, if you go to medieval times and this is not how they serve you, like, I don't think you're going to medieval times. I would imagine this is the meal fit for a fucking a Game of Thrones motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Man, you know what? I think it's fuck, man.
Medieval
They're just
times
coming
is
up
weak.
here with the stuff. I think it's
Wow.
we gotta go ahead and we gotta go ahead and do this. Raz, dude, get into a little clip, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about this barbecue and try this on air right now. This turned into like a this turned into, what's that show when Martha Stewart and fucking Snoop Dogg was in there, and they were smoking weed, or they were not smoking weed, but Snoop was high as fuck and he was cooking with her.
Yeah.
This is what this turned into. This is High and Hungry / We Don't Smoke the Same. Let's get into this quick little skit, and we're gonna talk about some of this food, and we're gonna enjoy it here. Fucking C-Rock, myself, and Sheikadelic. We out.
BeReal.tv. BeReal.tv.
All right, we're back here on the We Don't Smoke the Same show, and this kind of turned into a High and Hungry segment, man. And I want to go ahead and welcome and give a big applause to the man that made this barbecue thing happen and catered it. Meat to You Barbecue is his company name, and the man's name is Pat, and he's out here with us. And yo, I mean, we've literally like kind of like fasted for this. We almost waited just as long as the barbecue took. How long did this barbecue take, bro? Describe exactly what you cooked today, because you are. Like, this is Stoner Master Chef right now.
What time is it?
It is 7:15.
7:15. I put it on at 2 o'clock last night.
2
That's
o'clock.
when I started. 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in the morning right here.
Get a couple little naps in, you know, before the morning comes.
I mean, how often do you check on this? Like, is it because there's many?
It's like every 2 hours.
It's not like a baby, huh?
You gotta the fire. The fire is important.
This is like this is like the whole plate that we got set up. We got a whole platter here. This is like what it would look like if somebody in medieval time was being catered barbecue. Like
Exactly.
it's
a
you're,
mess. It's
you're
sloppy.
feasting.
It ain't pretty, but it's yummy. You gotta dig in.
I had it.
That's the real
Oh man.
shit right there. You can't buy that here. You can't buy that in California. Just can't. You can't.
Yo,
I feel bad for you. I grew up with this shit. Like I eat this. That's just the regular way I eat. That's like
well, I mean, this is like the smokiness is like when you've had smoked scotch or aged scotch that's like like $50 a fucking shot. And you taste the smokiness in this. You taste the smoking goodness in this as well. Like, this is a regular meal to you, like you were telling us right here. All right. So, what exactly like how long have you been like? Is this like a family recipe or is this like like did somebody teach you?
I grew up watching people.
Right. People watching.
And, family, and you just pick it up. It's like second nature.
I mean, you can cut this meat with a spoon, bro. Like Sheiky, like how do you haven't said a word like in the last 20 minutes, Sheiky. Like how do you feel right now?
It's just the meat is so tender and soft.
We'll talk later.
I don't even need a knife. I could just with the fork. It's just falling apart.
Nah.
Sheiky always has something to say about something, bro, and this is the most quietest I've ever seen him and not critique anything. Like he must be really happy. Like this is literally like the one time he's like.
Glad you like it, man.
What about you, C-Rock? You like barbecue? I mean, I've been a fan of barbecue for a minute.
Oh
man.
my
Like, I love that
god,
shit.
I fucking love barbecue. This shit is fucking incredible. Yeah, I haven't stopped.
What? Well,
You know what? That's what makes it worth it right there.
Where-
That's why I stay up all night, so you can say.
get that like oh my god feel like.
Yeah, like I ain't never had that.
What is? I mean, has anybody like has anybody here like trying this kind of barbecue for the first time here, or has anybody had a version of? Oh, there it is, Vinny. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yo, this is. Okay.
I definitely
What's
had.
2 times.
every barbecue like spot that has like the key word is barbecue, and obviously next to barbecue sometimes we add sauce. Oh.
You didn't get no sauce?
I did, but I was gonna ask you: is the sauce a family recipe? Because it's a combination of like spiciness.
Nah, that's all me. That's trial and error. Like that's just how I eat it.
The sauce is kind of, if I had described this sauce to you guys, it's literally like jalapenos and like barbecue sauce like mixed up together, or like as I like to say in my high hungry shows,
It's over hot.
it's like
And then you get a little sweet, and then it's hot again.
yep. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is because it gives you that fire kick, but then you drown it out with like taking a bite of some of the sliced pickles or a spoonful of beans.
Exactly.
How long did
Vinegar in there.
how did you put this traditional plate on? Like is this something like you said you grew up
You know
eating?
what? This is what I want to eat.
I just smirked my whole
I wanna
plate.
eat barbecue. That's what I want to eat. Like that's what I want to eat. I eat this too.
I bet it's kind of hard. Like, if I didn't know you and seen you for a minute, I'd be like, you don't eat this all the time. How come you're not as big as me, bro? Like, man.
a
But listen,
natural thing.
stoners have that appetite, man. But we've had this, Sammy. Like this dude's been here for like year. Like how long have you been about this?
Right over a year.
Right over a year, and like I've literally never like thought about like going in. The
All
one
the
time,
time.
like, dude,
He walks by.
Tell
walks.
him the
he
story.
fucking-
Tell him the
this
fucking
dude
story.
walks by me, and I'm looking at him like, I fucking know you, dude. Like for real.
like
And
you're
then
like,
finally, that's how it works. That's how it works.
and all it took was just one time. That's how you know you get hooked. Pedro, what is Top Dro? Give me a thumbs up, bro. You've been talking and waiting for this shit all day, bro. Pedro's been like waiting for this all day. Are you satisfied, dog?
You got me, dude.
What would you if you had a barbecue and you had to be catered, is this something you would consider? Like you're like, yo, people gotta share this right here? Like
Yeah?
this
Glad you like it.
There you go. Like you heard it here, and Pedro and myself pretty much spend like most of the time here from like day in and day out. So we get to try a lot of food, and we even have a barbecue spot we go. That's in downtown. That it's kind of like this, but after having you guys, like it's not like this, and it's not like that.
What's that?
This is some Hennessy, man. Yo, we should. Yo,
We should be drinking Hennessy.
where's
right?
Sammy at? Sammy, I need some styrofoam cups. If you could get them with ice, please.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you have to.
Got smoke burning.
Hey, can you give me
Talking about this
some
shit
cups
all
and just
day.
some ice to do a shot,
Y'all need
please?
to eat some more. Make a plate.
Or have Logan do it?
Some dude in the parking lot. Be Real's DJ.
Right.
He was like, make me a plate. Put it in the fridge.
Damn. Oh yeah, Lenny. Yeah, Lenny. Yeah, that's Lenny. Damn. All
I
right.
forget shit. I smoke weed. I'm old. I forget shit.
Wow. This is how you know, Sheiky. This is. How do you feel about that, dog?
If I put a plate for Lenny, will he get it? Y'all gonna fuck that up.
I'm not gonna lie. Like if Lenny doesn't show up, or if he decides to show up on Lenny time, and me and Pedro seem to be here around 11:30, we might just be like, you know what, bro? I don't know who ate it. I think it was Kenji.
Slash his own plate.
Yeah, man. I mean, I actually, yo, Carlos, do you know if Kenji's coming? Cause I hyped him up about this for a minute, and he was like, "Hey, you know, I'm like, there it is, man. Like,
Goddamn.
people did not
Alright.
want to miss out on this.
Coma? Nap time? You need a cot? we can get you a little bed right here.
Getting the sweats and everything. It's bomb.
Greens, what's behind me?
It's a full stock bar. There it is. We got the cups coming with the
exactly.
ice. Shout out to AO Toppy 420.
Fucking go.
Make sure you follow.
Man, I feel like home, man.
Right?
was nervous
We gotta do a toast because like honestly, like I think everybody here is gonna go home and go straight to sleep. I may not, cause I'm totally used to like doing like this whole thing. I'll be here till like 1 and
I'm
shit.
chilling. You know, we out here.
I watched them. You know what? I went back and reviewed the shows. Mm-hmm. Bomb.
You know when to stop.
Bomb.
You want one too, C-Rock?
Might as well. Know what I'm saying?
Sheiky,
One down
you gonna
there?
take it? You gonna take one or no? Sheiky's enjoying food. That's always been Sheiky though, man. I can't change that motherfucking shit. But let's go ahead and fucking
Drop that. I'm gonna put that.
a big. It's all good. A big cheers to.
Hey, can I get one?
Yeah, you can come down
Glad
here.
y'all enjoy it.
A big cheers to Me to You Barbecue.
Can I
I want
get
to go ahead
two?
and thank you for this. Man, do you think anybody, like, do you think that, like, it's ever going to get to the point where, like, because it's good barbecue is hard to find. Like, it's like, you know, if you go to Lucio's, it doesn't guarantee you that they're going to fucking, it's going to be a good barbecue. I'll tell you that much. Like, just because it says barbecue house does not mean it's going to be barbecue. You got, it's like I said, it's like underrated artists.
Look,
do you
I grew up with fast food barbecue.
Damn.
Like literally, we got places you can drive through 24 hours a day with good barbecue. I
Like
can't
they're-
knock
like
it.
this
No
ki-
You know what I
shit.
mean? Like
This
you
kinda
go off
quality?
In and out, barbecue, like for real shit. So to make some real shit, that's just regular shit.
You couldn't fake the funk in this, people.
Nah, you can't.
You cannot fake the funk.
Real deal all day.
I can tell you this, we're gonna do an official High and Hungry. Like I'm gonna say it right now, we're gonna do an official High and Hungry, featuring Me to You Barbecue, and that's gonna go down. And yeah, you know what? We might. Yeah, of course, man. That's what I'm talking about. Rock this every Sunday in San Bernardino, 4 o'clock to 12. You can find myself there. You can find my homie Pat and get some of his food. So you can go get some of my sauce, or we get high, build an appetite, and then you go step outside. When you see my boy Pat right here,
Get high.
yep.
Get hungry.
You get high, you get hungry, and you stop by and get yourself a plate of this. Did you get some, Razdu? Come here. What? Yeah, I got some. All right, for sure. There it is. I'm glad.
The
So,
beans, hold up. The beans.
what about
You know
the
what?
Smirking
You
now.
know what?
What's up? Say it.
All this shit I did all fucking night. The beans? That's kind of where it's at.
The
Like
bean-
the other stuff, you know, that's easy. The beans, dude,
The beans is legit. What I like
when people come back for the beans.
when I see
It's
the
crazy.
Travel Network and you go to places like a Texas barbecue or something like that. There's I'm not
It's
gonna
in the
lie.
beans.
A lot of the masters that do barbecue and they definitely take pride in the beans because it looks just the way it's supposed to. It's got the chopped up ham and everything in it. It's got
It's all. That's like,
But-
like it's crazy because people fucking like I'll spend 18 hours on a piece of meat, and people be like, "Can I get some beans?"
Damn.
It took a couple hours, you know. The beans.
By the way, Radamin, if you're hungry, bro, feel free. It's show's catered. You know, are your boys, man.
There's food on the table. I ain't taking none of that home.
There it is. You
That's
heard
all
it.
for you.
There it is, man. I'm glad everybody got to enjoy this right here doing this celebration, man. And I mean, we have like, we're gonna take drinks afterwards. Like, you know, we're gonna actually have like infused drinks. But
Oh, shit, I saw that.
Yep. So one last thing, if people want to go ahead and get you booked and have you come up to the barbecue or their summer party or their quinceañera or their event, do they just hit you up at Meet to You Barbecue on Instagram?
Instagram.
Just Instagram. That's where it's at. Make sure you guys go ahead and check them out at Meet to You Barbecue. Pat is definitely a great cook, and this it's not easy to do. It's very easy to fuck this up. You can definitely say you're making some barbecue and put it in the grill, but it's a certain thing when you acquire that taste and the meat's able to break down like it's
There you go.
like
That's
you.
what happens.
Yep. You ever seen the cheese like when they
You know what
they
happens?
rip it off?
They take it off too soon. They think it's cooked.
Yeah.
It's not cooked. It has to go a little farther. It has to dissolve.
It's like
fat.
flushing flour, right?
Dude, it's really for real.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta like, you know, kick it 2 times in the nuts. Not 1 time, 2 times. You gotta fucking break it down. Dude.
There you go. You gotta do it twice, like couscous. So good, you gotta do it twice. Yep. So.
There you go.
Yep.
Hey,
yeah,
hey.
All right. So
That's what's up right there.
make sure you follow at Meet to You Barbecue. We're gonna go ahead and get into a quick video break, and we're gonna come back with the mixologist, and we're gonna get these drinks in, and we're gonna go ahead and infuse them with some cannabis. The man is up there with a bunch of drinks. I have my Hennessy up here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this fucking wonderful meal right here, and yeah, we'll be back on the We Don't Smoke the Same show. Like I said, Meet to You Barbecue. Do not sleep. And if you want to go ahead and make that trip, you know, because they're a catering service, you could go ahead and stop by a Blacklist anytime or hit them up on Instagram. But Blacklist is in San Bernardino, so wherever that's at, you know, you can find both of us there. So a round of applause and a big thank you. We'll be back on the We Don't Smoke the Same show.
Yeah, thank you for all this.
Thank you.
TV.
Now I'm gonna pick up where I left off. First of all, man, I want one more big fucking thank you to Meet to You Barbecue. I am stuffed like a mother. I stuffed my face like a pig pig. Like, I mean, this shit it was so delicious.
Fucking
I went
so
for
stuffed
seconds
right
and
now.
thirds.
Went for second. Did you try some, by the way?
Dude, it was mad delicious.
Everybody here has tried it, but I also want to give you a big welcome over here. And this is my boy, the mixologist. And what's your real name, brother?
Brandon, B.
Brandon.
Tony B.
Brandon, aka the mixologist. He sounds like if a bar and a rapper, you know, made an album, you know.
I'm like DJ Khaled behind the bar, yeah.
Damn,
Drinks are the best.
With the celebration, you know, like tonight, we're doing our 1-year anniversary.
man.
You hit me up with some combining cocktails with, what is it, cannabis, bro.
Yep.
Now, explain, are you a bartender fully?
Yeah, so that's what's one of my true passions, man, is just cranking out some crazy off-the-wall cocktails and delivering people an experience and a taste that they haven't experienced yet, man. And it kind of ties into the cannabis culture, you know what I mean? It's the same thing. You usually go for the best of the best and smoke the best of the best, and that's what inspired me to bring this on. Yeah, 9 years in the game. So
Best 9 years in the game.
9 years in the cocktail game.
And like, how many years actually infusing the actual drinks?
The past 2 years.
Okay, 2 years. Damn. So
So-
you've had some time to do some R&D. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Do you like, how do you test them out? Do you just call up, like, would you call a fool like me, Sheik, and C-Rock to be like, hey, fools, like, I made this fucking Hennessy medicated, and like, let's see how long it takes to everybody pass out. Like, how did you start off with that?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, well, using people as guinea pigs. I mean, obviously, you know, I haven't smoked in a long time, man. I mean, I used to enjoy it, but now it's just like I put it in cocktails and I just keep mine with the regular booze, man. But yeah, that's how it goes, man. I just hit up people. So now when I feel like driving all the way out here to the beautiful city of LA from the Juice County out there, then we'll definitely get you some more drinks.
where's the Juice County at?
Orange County.
Orange County.
The
Okay.
Juice.
The Juice.
I grew up in Santa Ana, so that's home
Remember,
base.
close to the mic.
So.
Yeah, so it's from Santa Ana, man. Do you have a full-time bar where you work at?
Right now, I'm in multiple locations. I am in one location, which I can't announce right now. It's kind of top secret. Work for some
Bartending for Area 51.
Yeah, so pretty much, man, getting aliens drunk and lit at the same time. So
Damn. Look, now, I'm excited to see what the surprise. Like, we've obviously got to eat. Like, I literally feel like I got wine and dine here on our celebration, and like you know, like the whole crew that has been with us throughout the whole time and has played a role with all this shit. Like, I'm glad whoever's here, if you're here, you fucking matter to our fucking crew. Like, from anybody taking the pictures to fucking doing the graphics to even fucking Raz dude up there falling asleep on sometimes, but he still fucking runs the show. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's fucking played an important role. So we had to go ahead and do it right. We ate some good quality fucking barbecue, and now we're going with the new wave of this is the new way of drinking. This is all the stoners that like to get crossfaded, and I see you at the line at the bar at the next weed event, and we're like, hell yeah, we're getting our drink on and smoking. This episode is for you guys.
This is gonna be we don't drink the same.
Hell yeah,
episode.
There you go.
Episode 001.
What's the treat that you got for us here?
All right, man. So I'm gonna kick it off. This is one of my classics right here. This is the old fashioned. One of my favorite. I actually won Best Cocktail of 2017 in Orange Coast Magazine with this one. So this one's a little different. It's the West Coast, man. Like, we got to put us on the map. This is an East Coast cocktail to begin with.
Right.
So I used tamarindo syrup that I actually infused it down.
Wow.
I got some grapefruit lavender bitters, and I used this big boy right here, man. This is Whistle Pig 15, man. This is gonna be a mini version of the most expensive shit right here. So.
Wow. Hold on. Hold on. Wow. We're getting some exclusive shit. Like, be real, if you're watching this, remember that $22 a shot scotch we had?
Bro, this is about 85.
Damn, right here.
Retail standpoint.
Topping it off right here. $85 shot. You hear this, Raz, dude? No,
So-
you can't drink with us, bro. No,
We don't drink the same.
yeah, we don't.
I think I need 2 of those.
Sheik, would you? Are you gonna get down with us, bro? Like, can you at least fucking take one celebratory shot? I mean,
He
I went
ain't
through the
gonna
trouble.
do that.
Man,
I went through the fucking trouble of getting a fucking bartender that's infusing 2 of the best things here. You gotta have one fucking drink with us, asshole.
Yeah, sure. Why
I don't
not?
even
I'll,
drink that much.
I'll drink his
And
drink.
this is infused.
Hold
All
on.
right,
You guys want to amp this up a little bit?
let's do this, bro.
I mean, let's sprinkle some nugs on these orange peels.
All right, so like grinded nugs or like.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know, like you see those things on Instagram where people have the big old smoke chambers and
You
globes
just
and
kind
you know.
of fucking
Yeah.
top it up. Hold on, that's how you do it. Like, you gotta top it up with the. Hold on, I think I got some nugs right here. Boom.
You think?
There it is. You top it up with the little. On the little top, you don't want.
Yeah, man, you don't want-
It's like the little raft boat in the Titanic and shit, bro. Like,
Exactly.
you gotta choose a little nug, get a little authentic and shit right here,
A
man.
little
This
roll
is,
a bit, take a bit.
There it is. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try this drink, the old-fashioned cannabis. I'm gonna sprinkle this on top.
Oh, you're gonna just go.
Let's go ahead and do this right here. Cheers, right here. Fucking the whole crew. Let's go ahead and try. Oh, you light it on fire. There it is. Damn, look at that. Damn, he's lighting it on fire. Lighting the nugs and the smokes off. You get this.
Congrats, guys. To
I
your,
threw the. Let's do this shit. All right, with the tamarindo syrup, let's try this. Man, I'm really more of a cognac guy. But this right here, people. This right here. Man, this is.
Super fucking bomb.
Man, this is
just
bomb,
straight.
man. I swear, you can't go to the bar and tell me, like, if somebody offers me this and says this is this right here, and it's not that,
Don't bullshit
you don't want
me.
this shit.
gonna tell them don't bullshit me.
Just fill the
Don't
size of
bullshit
this lid,
me.
man. That's like.
Hey, this is literally like a paisa's belt poker.
Or that, dude,
Yeah.
I was gonna go sell it down the street, man. To some dude making belts. So how much you give me for this, man?
Hey, man, this is the old fashioned with the tamarindo twist. I can't really like. Let me take another sip of this.
You gotta go deep.
There you go. The aftertaste on it is just.
It's and that's one thing like how I build my cocktails, man. I always like to give people the initial stop of of the fruitiness until the end, and then on your exhale, just like good weed, you get the flavors right at the end, man, and that makes the world of a difference.
I can honestly say that like the mixture of this, like what would it, instead of tamarindo, what would it traditionally have?
The traditional old fashioned is built up of 4 products. It's your ice, your elixir, your bitter, and your sugar. So it's literally a straightforward cocktail. No cuts or bits. But like I said, man, it's a West Coast tweak on this.
Damn, man, that's the West Coast twist on this. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my drink. What did you think of it, Sheiky? Like you're one of those dudes that like if I see you drinking, I gotta take the Polaroid out and write the date and be like, this is the day Sheiky drank.
It's definitely, I could taste everything, but it's definitely a good strong drink for sure.
Yeah, and like this is something, man, I recommend. Like everybody always asks me the question, like, oh man, what do I do to avoid hangovers? Stop drinking fucking sugar. Stop ordering your damn Mai Tais at TGI Fridays.
If you're over 21, ya estuvo.
Yeah, that's it, man.
That's
You're
it.
fucking, go to the liver donor, man. You be good.
The fucking UV vodka days are over.
For you be in Four Locos, man.
Yeah. I used to be one of those guys, okay? Like I used to fucking pound
MD
Four Locos.
2020s, man. That was a fuckery.
The
back in the
original
day.
recipe, I could pound 2 of those Four Locos.
Yeah,
the original
man.
recipe, bro.
These kids wouldn't know, man, nowadays. They'd have the struggle back in the day.
Buzzballs now.
I don't think the kids nowadays, they don't really look to drink more because, you know, like you can't really finesse the fake ID game no more like you used to before.
Nah,
like,
man.
Now they scan the shit and it has
Yeah.
chips. And I don't think the fools that are doing Mikas like have gotten that
DNA
advanced
test.
yet, you know? Like I don't think they gotten that advanced. But this drink is definitely a heartwarming drink. It's one of those drinks where you don't feel your chest light up on fire until like you're like almost done with it. And it's kind of great because it leaves the... You know, like me, I'm Latino, so like whenever whenever I'll be at my mom's house and they're making a drink, or my tia, we make aguas frescas, so there'll be agua de tamarindo and this tastes like the agua lucha, the agua fresca, the tangerine one. You know where it's like a mixture of like, it's more sugary but not that citrus.
Yeah.
This is exactly what it tastes like. So man, what are you working on right now, bro? You just lit something else on fire.
This is gonna be this is actually your special glass, man. I had to sign one for you, get that to you.
Damn.
So this one right here, I took some of those supplies, the handy dandy supplies you had back there, some concentrates.
Oh wait, this has wax? Oh shit! Oh damn! Shh. Woo! Hold on.
Don't be telling the FDA that.
Damn, this you know what, man? I can honestly relate to that, bro, because I'm known to do a lot of collaborations with different companies. And one time, I really thought I had told myself, hey, bro, you can sell medicated Hennessy. And I even went as far to produce one batch, and I realized how bad of an idea that was until I started seeing people drink it. And I was like, yeah.
It's not a good mixture, man, and that's what I went for here. So I unlike the old fashioned, bro, like this one has 0 alcohol because you know those two effects at the same time can like take a toll on you.
So this is like pretty much, instead of saying, yo, let me get 2 shots of Hennessy on this drink, this is literally like, yo, let me get 2 grams of that sauce mixed to. How do you break down something like extracts into this, bro? Like, I mean, if you can discuss this.
Yeah. So initially, it all starts with the base, man. I mean, you got to have a good base to mask up. You know, sometimes if you accidentally eat some concentrates, I don't know, I haven't ate it on accident, but I heard it tastes pretty meh.
I've ate some before.
How's it taste?
Out of curious, and I had to wipe my teeth with alcohol. Tell you the truth.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you have to like swallow it. To be honest, yeah.
That's what I hear people, man. And this is one of those things where, I mean, just like the syrups that I make all the time, I mean, it's just the heating process. It's just basically melting it down, and then once you give it a good shake, it attaches to the leaves. That's why I kind of burned it a little bit, and it brings out the essence of it. So, like I said, there's no alcohol in here because I want you to actually get a full effect of being medicated versus a pendejo on the side of the road.
Is there a bar that allows you to vend these drinks, or is it like in order like the medicated ones, or has to be on like for the people out there that are in medicated states? Like, let's just say you're like a baller, Mr. Las Vegas, and you want to get, I want to get a medicated bar. Like, do they allow this yet in medicated states per se? Or
I'm not sure if this is true. There's this place up in the Bay Area inside San Fran, Union Square. There is a medicated craft cocktail bar. My sources.
When you said San Fran,
yeah.
it sounds more believable because, you know, like that they were smoking on fucking Hippie Hill, you know, for a long time and all that shit. So like, you know, they come from that hippie era, so I wouldn't be surprised. But do you think, is that the future for like you know, how you're doing it?
Yeah, I mean, and this is one thing, you know, people who you know have medical issues, who can't drink and want to sit down and socialize with their friends and want a good cocktail, man, and this substitutes for it right here. So
do you think that the impairment is where do you think it lies being more dangerous? Like, you know, because some people will be like, well, if you can't drive fucking drunk, like, what makes you think you could drive with it? Like, how do you see like the difference? Because you obviously being a bartender, you know, you've seen people get fucked up off of actual like alcoholic drinks, and you've seen people obviously that have been fucked up off of actual medicated cocktails. Like, what's worse?
Honestly, it'd probably have to be the alcohol, and I'm gonna tell you that honestly. Like, I mean, being in the industry as long as I have, I mean, I've seen some shit. I've been threatened to be killed in the parking lot. Some hairy shit. But I mean, you see more deaths annually on the DUI than people who are under the influence of marijuana driving the vehicle.
We had to give a round of applause for that because, like, I can even from experience, because like I mentioned it before, ever since we started this show, you know, like a year ago, I can honestly say that the times that I have passed the bar where I can't drive anymore, if it wasn't for some of the people here, man, like it would have been it could have been a fucked up situation, man. And it's like and there's been many times where I can say that like I've dabbed like maybe like 5 grams in a 4-hour period. Like when we decide to go hams, like there's some days we get stupid here, bro. Like we just decide to just take it over the top, and I'll eat like a slice of pizza or some shit or a Subway sandwich, and I'll be back to being cool. So like it's cool. It's opening a different lane for people that like you can go ahead and try best of both worlds. Like now what's this one right here? This is what does it medicate? Like, do you know exactly how much?
I didn't actually weigh it out, bro. So
we're gonna go ahead and see. We're gonna see how medicated this is. Sheik, this is. You don't have to fucking finish it, Sheik. I do understand, but this isn't alcohol, so don't fucking. This is.
No, I already tasted it. It's
you
fucking
tasted it? There it is. All right, let's try this.
kind of sour.
Oh man, this is good.
Chug it.
This tastes like how can I say like
Jolly Rancher?
yeah, like the green apple Jolly Rancher. It's a little bit deceiving because the color's pink, so you expect it to taste like I don't know, like something like some kind of
berries
red
or
fruit,
some
like
shit.
a berry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, let me tell you, man, this and you put wax in this?
yeah. So and that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like you don't taste anything. It's one of the, especially summertime coming up, bro. Like this is money right here.
Yeah, even like, hey man, if you I would take somebody driving me home that has taken 1 or 2 drinks of a medicated drink over somebody taking me home that has had like 1, 2 too many shots.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I can go ahead and like you said, like maybe there might be some days where like we have to work per se, and like I can't find somebody to roll with me, and you know what I mean. I want to go ahead and get my drink on, but I can't get fucked up off of alcohol, but I can go ahead and get fucked up if we had the medicated option, because it's no different than what I'm already used to.
No doubt, man.
Like-
No doubt. And that's one thing, bringing both of these worlds together. Once you bring, shit, alcohol was prohibition, and it was locked out for 13 years.
Yep.
And then you get, herb was fucking outlawed for the longest time. Like some asshole president back in the day, and now it's legalized, bro. Same shit with prohibition.
Yeah, I was a fucking actor, dog.
You know what I mean? And
That's the fucked up part.
and it's crazy. I mean, back in the day, it was only used for medicinal use only for alcohol for the longest time. That's when bootleggers came in. And
Is there a drink that you have that like you offer for the experienced smokers? Like, we don't smoke the same, and
Yep.
because like a lot of people will come and they'll be like, oh, like, we'll smoke with you guys, and they'll come and try to get fucked up with us, and they realize that like, yo, like we're like the X-Men Academy here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you guys are fucking
what I mean?
veterans
Like,
out here, man.
We found different ways. So like, is there any drink that like you have to those people that can deal with being crossfaded? Like what? Because like personally myself, I like being crossfaded. Like.
Yeah.
Like my recipe when I get fucked up and I'm trying to get high, like, and I do this a lot at Blacklist. A lot of people don't know.
like crash
So
dressing,
before I
too.
walk in there, I can maybe take like 3 shots when I start setting up my table, so it seems a bit more fun. And then once I'm like, I feel the buzz of that and my chest is on fire, I start taking dabs off like my honey badger or like something like that, and like it'll be like some fruitful shit. Like it's kind of like chasing it with something like that. And then I'll go back to like 2 more shots, and it's just, I like that feeling of being crossfaded. Do you have a signature drink like that?
all right, first of all, I just want to interject on that, man. I just want to say you should lead the world and give people instructions on how to crossfade, bro. 'Cause
Damn, that would be, you know what? Damn,
it should be how to crossfade by E-Zone 101.
that would be great.
Yeah, bro.
I
I'll sell
might-
that shit at the bars that I go to.
I gotta definitely feature you on that, because you know what, we're gonna make that happen, man. That's a terrific idea, because it's like sometimes people need instructions. Like like just think about it like this: how many blank for dummies books are there, bro?
For everything, bro.
Like there's
Stupid
like
amount.
tying your shoes for dummies. This isn't that. Like sometimes, like we're that 10%. Like in this community, like people don't really like get down or smoke like us or have access to it. Like sometimes there's always a person like that probably follows me or follows somebody like somebody that might follow you here just because you're a part of the scene that we're in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
so this is not normal to a lot of people. So
Yeah, it was
if you're gonna
bizarre.
crossfade, we might just do an instructional for
Bro,
that. man.
like, yeah, it must be me. So, to go back on the
combination
subject,
drink.
yeah, the combination drink. Honestly, I would put something in an old fashioned, bro. So, I would actually use flowers and a syrup, kind of like, because I make an IPA syrup, just on a regular.
IPA, I thought is IPA
beer.
just a beer? Or
Yeah,
like,
so I reduce it down into a syrup. I would just use the hops that I naturally put in there.
Well, you gotta explain that to me. Like I got, like,
Yeah.
okay. So I know IPA beer is a certain kind of beer, but you said
Yeah.
you make IPA syrup.
Yeah, so the cocktail I was telling you about that I won Best of 2017
Yeah.
of, worked with the local brewery back in Anaheim. The guys who actually made this beer right here,
Hey, which I am gonna drink.
Yeah, man. You save it, just I'm saying it's 11%, bro. You might want to be careful.
I'm drinking.
Split it with me, E-Zone.
So basically, I get the IPA, slow simmer it down. There's a method to that, man. About 30 minutes on low. I can't give you the full details because
That's your tech, bro.
Yeah,
They have to kill you.
But
that's your tech, bro.
so water, very key. You have to use the best water. Fiji water seems to fit the bill quite right. And then there's sugar involved, but people over sugar it and it just becomes a sugar bomb. But I would substitute the IPA or the IPA hops with flowers, man. And then just make one of these old fashions right here.
Man, that's the perfect half and half because I feel like you wouldn't be able to taste it because there's a combination of citrus and stuff like that. What do you think about the drinks, C-Rock? I mean, you're a DJ, bro, so like you know what I mean? Like
C-Rock's going in, bro.
Yeah, you get to try a lot of things.
I honestly just fuck that shit up because honestly, I'm not a drinker. I love smoking and I love getting fucked up though. So, and now that you say you're from Orange County, I fuck with that too because I'm from Orange County. So
Yeah, bro. Maybe one day.
I'm in Anaheim.
Maybe one day there's a bar where like he's bartending and you're DJing, bro. We could probably make that shit happen, man.
Oh, yeah, we have to.
It would be like a secret menu. You know what I mean? Because like if I knew that you were bartending in a place and I know I'm gonna go chill there, like I'll be flexing on everybody to the point where I'll be like, look, bro, I'll drink you, bro, and I'll be like, you see the bartender, give me another one. And they won't know it's like some CBD or some medicated shit. And you see everybody else just start getting swatted. They're like, damn, E-Zone can drink, bro.
Yeah, the fucking mini Frank the Tank right here and shit, posted up at the bars getting lit.
Man, dude, like, what's the like? What's in store for the future for you? Like, do you plan on opening like? Once the doors start opening with the legal scene a bit more and become more accepting with cannabis use and alcohol consumption, do you already have like in the works a plan of maybe like opening up a members only bar or a lounge where you can make these drinks at, or like have you catered any like the weed sessions or any private weed events? Because I honestly I didn't run into you until you hit me up in the DM and it was like. And I was drinking Hennessy that one day, and you're like, just think about it, bro. Hennessy and weed, I can make that happen. And I was like, you know what? Like, I usually, I'll think about things a lot, but I was like, that just was right off the bat. Like,
yeah, bro. And that's one thing, eventually in the future, it's just going to go to selling medicated infused syrups, you know what I mean? With like, tamarindo for existence. I mean, this is something that is actually raw tamarindo made into a syrup, but adding a CBD to it or...
Yeah, like
shit. Imagine going to Walmart, bro, and just fucking picking up a bottle of Henny and some CBD syrup off the shelf and just going
mixing
to
it up.
chilling.
Yeah, like that would. Yeah. You know what, man? I think we have this thing called the Green Thumb Experience here, and I think this would be something great to have on there. Like, don't you think this would do good, Sheik? Like people that like to feel like they have like a drink, but it's medicated.
Drinks are definitely needed at the fucking Green Thumb Experience.
Yeah, like we can't legally have a bar here, so like sometimes the only people that are getting drunk are me and and some of the other people like Raz Dude that are here, and we'll be drinking, but. If we had something that like was CBD, like, and we could like, because like people get scared when it's like, oh, medicated drinks. But if you say CBD, motherfuckers think like they're drinking holy water and shit. You know what I mean? Like, they don't even know what CBD does, but motherfuckers are all like, what CBD? That shit's good for you. Let me go ahead and fucking give me as many CBD as you got.
Yeah, load me up. You can buy that shit at the gas station. I seen that shit at the gas station the other day. I seen a CBD water on the shelf. I was like, damn, like they're really getting open about it now.
Yeah,
so
yeah, they are, man. I seen like when you start seeing billboards and shit, man. Like that's. I honestly think I'm gonna bring it up to the doctor because I honestly would be cool to have you come on and like, have a little different twist to it, and motherfuckers will like, because we have like a members only type of thing. Like, it's kind of like let me see. I like some of the old school shit, like having that members only and people that only fuck with us. We're building like people that really come here and like, because the people that come here, bro, they
Blue
come
Oyster
because they like his assholeness. They like my they like my fucking personality. They obviously are big fans of B. They know everybody up there. So like these people are like truly like they really fuck with us. So like it's kind of a really intimate, embracing crowd. So like it would be a great fit. I'm gonna definitely bring it up to the doctor for the next one because I think it would be great. Would you drink more now, Sheiky, if this was an option in a bar?
If this was an option, but nah. Still, I'm not a big drinker.
But like let's just say you got we're fucking popping. Our video fucking got all this shit. We have to go do some fucking meet and greet shit, and you gotta go ahead and put on a fucking nice shirt and just act like you like people for a second. If this was an alternative shit, you would play the part, wouldn't you? Like
I
instead of
mean-
like having to get fucked up, because you know me, I would just go with the over part. But like, let's just say you're at a fucking cocktail party, record label type shit, bro. You know you're gonna be there for a while. You need something to sip on. Would you at least give it a try? Or
I
would
need
you,
something to sip on.
like not like like just something to keep it going. Like you're smoking and you're fucking trying to thirst your quench. Would you at least give drinking a try now that it's like not necessarily fucking up your liver but making you feel good? Not THC but CBD.
With CBD, nah, I still wouldn't drink it.
You still wouldn't? Damn, Sheiky's just not
Damn,
a
bro.
drinker, bro. What about you,
Sheesh.
C-Rock?
Hell yeah. I'll take this shit.
That's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. C-Rock is. I mean, if this was the option, bro, you'd probably like leave the club a lot less fucked up. Like I would probably do like a couple of fucking shots to enough till I feel like that point where I can't pass, and then I'll just calm it down with some CBD and be euphoric.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. I mean, especially those places you got to be low key. You
Yeah.
can't smoke. You can't medicate. Just pop open a little syrup bottle that you grabbed off the shelf somewhere, and just bam, low key, chilling the rest of the night, man.
Now you don't really be smoking too heavy, but like it's crazy that you're like you're mixing up these two things,
Yeah.
like weed and drinks. Like, do you have a big smoking crowd around you all the time, or like your friends smoking? a
The
lot?
funny thing is like my other half, she smokes. I used to smoke, dude, until I was like 19. I think I smoked myself stupid. That might sound dumb, but I mean, I was a kid in junior high that walked around with a bag of 16 pre-rolls every day.
16 people, damn.
Every day.
dog, that's a
You know
lot.
what I mean? So like, I've had my fair share of herb, and I love it. You know what I mean? But I just don't smoke it anymore. I don't indulge anymore, man. So
Do you at least try the drinks or no?
I'll straw
little
it or
bit? Just a little?
do a dab test right there. But I mean, other than that, man, like I always quality control all products that come out.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, like I said, it's something that I mean everybody around me smokes, medicates. So it's really to me, it's an everyday walk in the park, man.
Yeah, man. You're definitely good at what you do, man. Like this
Thank
is,
you.
like I could definitely see this if I was at was it Ruth Chris or no what that fucking steak place.
Which one, Morton's?
No, Morton's, but it's this one that's called Ruth. I think. I
Ruth
don't know.
Chris. Yeah,
Ruth
you're
Chris,
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ruth, Chris. So Ruth Chris, like a place like that, and I would request like, yeah, let me get that Hennessy CBD on the rocks.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like get a little splash of CBD.
You know that's one thing that it's especially finding that, and that's one thing I got to find the right supply, find the right product to infuse. You know what I mean?
Is there anybody that like you've gotten to cater to that is like you're like, holy shit, I can't believe this person asked me to like bartender in place? Like you're like, I'm at fucking Russell Peters' house or some shit.
Nah, man. It's I meet a lot of people. One person in particular, E40, man.
Damn.
The 40 water.
Water.
I mean, obviously, you guys know he's doing big shit in the liquor game right now.
Oh yeah, off top, man. He's up to tequila now, right?
Yeah, E40, man. He has all 3 flavors. Released it Cinco de Mayo weekend, dude. So he's coming back down to Anaheim. So I got to link up with him and try to get him something going on a menu where I'm currently going to be at. So.
Damn, that's
40 water, man. That was
that's what's up, man. Medicated slurricane or medicated E40,
Dude, yeah, man.
That's fucking. That's the next shit right there,
The factor
man.
with the spatula. He
We
says,
can
man.
definitely make that private bar thing kind of happen because I do like the idea and the concept of it. I think it gives somebody an alternative to like no me quiero pasar de verga. I don't want to fucking like drink and drive, so I'm just gonna go ahead and have the legal limit, and then I'm gonna just the rest of my drinks are gonna be CBD.
Yes, sir. And yeah, that's key, bro. Like I said, I mean, only using the highest quality spirits, man. I mean, you of course you already got the Henny on lock.
Fuck, dude, we got like. I'm over here
Bro,
fucking $85 shotting it.
There's I mean, shit. You can take this shit out the bottle if you want some, man.
Yeah, there you
take
go.
Take it to the
You know
brim.
what? It's a celebratory moment. And damn, Raz, dude, you should come finish Sheik's drink, bro. Fucking,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, fucking. Sheik's over here fucking struggling, man. But if people wanted to get you for a private party and catering, bro, where can they reach? What can they reach out at? Like,
So you hit me up on Instagram, man. That's key for everything right now.
what's the Instagram? Let
It's
them know, bro.
BE_the mixologist.
So what is it? BE?
BE
Okay.
_the mixologist.
BE_the mixologist. And this is where you've seen it on the We Don't Smoke the Same show. We showed you guys some bomb ass barbecue, and we brought you guys some cannabis infused cocktails, and just had some of the wax that we had here. So I'm like, I'm feeling really good right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to our special guest, and he's gotten a moment to get the feel for whether We Don't Smoke the Same vibe. So we're gonna go ahead and chop it up about music, but also just about the way we do it on the We Don't Smoke the Same show. And we got to close out by DJ C-Rock. So one more time, let them know where can they go ahead and hire you, bro, if they need. Because I know there's some baller stoners out there, bro. You need to be at fucking, what's his name, Big Mike's fucking house doing this shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Like, one more time, let them know where.
Yeah, man. So Instagram, BE_the mixologist. Go ahead and hit me up there, DM me for what you need, and we'll make it do what it do. Even if you don't want to do anything infused, you want to do just some straight off the wall cocktails, DM me. I always post up what bar I'm at, so you can come get some regular cocktails. So
you can go ahead. It's like a test drive. Go to the bar.
Yeah,
he's at.
absolutely. And then let me know what you want, and then. Just say E-Zone sent you. Say habla español.
There you go, man. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I want to go ahead and thank you for coming on and breaking it down.
Yeah.
Thank you for the drink. I mean, this shit felt like I swallowed a lighter. You know what I mean? Like a lighter that was on, and it's like my stomach's fed. My liver is feeling tipsy. And we're celebrating the 1 year anniversary. We're going to go ahead and talk bars and just talk. We're going to talk about East Coast, West Coast stoner shit right here with our next guest, bro. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's like, yo, everybody wants to talk. I mean, we're going to talk music too, but on the We Don't Smoke the Same show, we talk about whatever the fuck we want, man. We go there, bro.
This is your guys' 1 year, man. Do whatever the fuck you want today.
We're going to go ahead and keep it moving on the We Don't Smoke the Same show, and we'll be back with our special guest here on Be Real TV. Stay tuned, y'all.
BeReal.tv. BeReal.tv.
I was like, I don't even know if Raz is up there or not.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yo, Raz, dude.
Hell yeah, fucking Razzie. So listen, man, we're back here on the We Don't Smoke the Same show 1 year anniversary edition. And listen, I mean, I'm a part of Dr. Income Show as a co-host and Sheiky Dabarino engineer. And pretty much the motherboard at that point. But this is our show, bro. So this is Radamin. I'm gonna call you Radamin, right?
Yeah, nah, I'm fucking with it. I was just telling my mans, I'm like, yo, I guess I'm Radamin to the Latino community and Radamin to who everybody else.
You might as well like make a track that you like flow the way you do in Spanish,
right?
And just like fucking send it to like that wave of the motherfuckers and like you're Dominican, right?
Yeah.
So
that whole
motherfuckers that'll be like, oh
nah,
yeah,
they're going crazy. You know what it is? I don't think in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I speak Spanish. I'm raised, but so it's harder. But I've been working on my shit though. I gotta make sure.
I feel you, man.
Colombian checks, Costa Rican checks. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you gotta just. It's like sharpening a knife, man. Like
nah, for sure. Nah, I've been working on it.
You gotta definitely go at it, cause I've been pretty sure if like Dominican fools heard you in Spanish, they'd be like, oh, tiene flow.
They already fucking with me just because they see the Dominican flag in the bio. They're like, yo, alright, we don't know what the fuck you saying, but your shit sound hard and you Dominican.
Yeah, man. But man, I want to welcome you here to once again to Be Real TV and welcome you to the We Don't Smoke the Same show, which is Sheikydelics and my show, man. And you seen that it gets down a bit different. What'd you think of the barbecue, bro?
Yo, the barbecue is amazing. I got their number actually. I'm like, yo, when I come back out to LA and I gotta cater 100 people event, like, the food was popping. That shit, they made it with love, you know what I mean?
This homie's like, yo, he's been taking two in between 2-hour breaks, taking naps, bro. Are you a fan of? It's a 14-hour smoke. Yeah, so that's
crazy.
Are you a fan of of like barbecue? Like, what do you like to munch on, bro? Like when you get the munchies?
Nah, yeah, barbecue is definitely where it's at. A good cheeseburger made with love is where it's at.
Hell yeah, bro.
A pizzeria, not the one closest to you, the one that you know is the good pizza.
The one you'll go to
the hole in the wall.
Yeah, like not the 2-minute one, the 15-minute one away. Like, but you know that's the joint. Like I go there, you know.
It's like we got the same thing here. Like since it's the West Coast out here, like we got the taco stands that is popping. It's like I know I really don't want to be kicking it to the one on Slauson because it might get shot up on there in the intersection. But like, they got the bomb tacos, so like I'm gonna go there.
Yo, I had some of the quesadilla. Where we was that? Like East Hollywood. There's like a taco truck with the quesadillas at like 1 in the morning. That shit was popping.
That's like you're probably like East Hollywood, borderline like Pacoima or Studio City.
Yeah. Nah, that shit was good.
That seems about right where you were at, man.
You can tell it's authentic. Yo, you got a lighter by the way?
Yeah. You know what? You got it. I was like, what did happen to my pink lighter? I am gonna search for that fucking pink lighter when I'm done with this, bro.
Nah, don't let nobody steal your light. I mean, that's a smoker's habit though. Like nobody does it purposely.
Yeah, nobody does that purposely, man. But it's like, man, I'm telling you, it's like when you go for the lighter case, like I got this little pink Goyard case on there.
Yep. Oh damn. Yeah. You wanted to make sure people know who the fuck you are when you like shit.
B Real's known for taking lighters, bro. Like notoriously, bro. Like I'm talking about like he'll just like take it, bro, and you'll never see it again. But like. Because he knows I went the extra mile to get that case, he'll be like, oh, fuck, I can't take this one.
Nah, you know, my favorite thing to do is when I know somebody stole it and you just ask if they got a light and then you give them that eye contact, like, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, then he just give me my shit back.
You catch him, bro. That's Raz dude up there.
All day.
Yeah, that's that scumbag up there is running the show. One day he went on a snap and decided to like He's like, yo, I collected all my lighters, and he put them in a box. And everybody that was here was looking at his story and going like, that's the one that I thought I didn't get back. This and that. So you gotta remember that's
Sticky
that,
fingers.
Yup, you gotta just remember, like, that's the one most stolen thing. Hey, but I'd rather get my lighter stolen than some weed stolen.
Yo,
all day.
that's a fact. I'd rather spend the $199.
Yo, so you're from the East Coast. What part exactly, bro?
Yeah, I'm from Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn.
There it
Born
is.
and raised.
All right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's that real fucking. That's where all those spitters come from.
Yeah,
bro.
no, I mean, I'm just trying to follow in the line of the greats. You know what I mean?
Is it really like that, bro? Where like, you know, like when they portray Biggie and shit, like, do motherfuckers still get on, like, you know, and start just freestyling against each other in the East Coast? Because, like, I feel like in the West Coast, it's very rare if you find that out here because our hip hop culture is a bit different than like how you guys get down. But you guys, it's like home of the spitters. You know what I mean? Like, we got spitters out here too, but you guys be going bar for bar.
No, literally, it's like
people still get down like that?
every other rapper, every other person that you walk by is a rapper in New York. So it's like by default, especially when you go to those like open mic showcases. I don't know, you seen those like
Like the
underground
8 Mile type
acts,
show?
get in there, buzz up. Like there's 15 rappers, and then if there's 70 people, 60 of them are rappers. So there's just ciphers and ciphers and ciphers, and yeah, people definitely still get down. You got to be able to rap, yup.
Damn, man, that's like keeping that culture alive right there, bro. Like,
Nah, yeah, it's a fact.
when was the first time you started spitting, bro? Like, you was like,
Oh man.
yo, like, did you try in
history,
Spanish
you want
first?
Yo, it's some good ass weed, by the way. I got here. That
Man,
shit is
you dab? I mean, by the way, do you dab at all?
Yo, nah, I'm scared of that shit. I already seen the way. I seen that you were coughing. I was like, nah.
You never taken a dab?
I'm gonna make sure I don't fall asleep later.
Have
That's
you
what
ever
it is. I
taken a
got it.
dab,
Yeah. Of course,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, you stand the fuck up and it sits you the fuck down. That's exactly what happened. But yeah, I started rapping at like 12 years old.
12
just
years
starting
old?
to get busy, and I'm 25 now, so
Damn.
13 years. And just like you start. I was rapping about shooting everybody, and I was rapping about selling crack and selling coke, and I'm a gangster, and you're not a gangster. You know what I mean? And then after a while, you're like, hold on, what do I want to say? Type shit, you know? And
Like,
that's
you
just the
start
process.
figuring it out. Like,
Yeah. You start like, oh, let me stop fucking lying all the time, and let me just
Yeah.
spit some shit that I believe in. You know what I mean?
Some actual real life shit.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Man, dude, I mean, but it's like, you've gotten like the like, you know how people get verified on Instagram and they got the blue check mark?
Yeah.
You've gotten the blue check mark in real life from actual
Yeah.
hip hop legends. We talked about it on the Green Thumb show, but it's like, man, dude, that's not something. It's not something that's so common these days.
Right.
But it's not, the most fucked up thing about it is that it's not commonly appreciated by the culture so much these days. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can see that's the reason like a lot of old heads kind of get mad
Right.
because, you know, like, it's like you explained very real that you're like, you study the fucking, you know, culture from like the motherfuckers that paved the way to
Yeah.
motherfuckers that are current right now. So
Absolutely.
like, it's very rare to find that these days, bro. And it's like sometimes it's because it's not. I wouldn't say it's never because it's not accessible. It's just because the tradition's not being kept up.
Yeah, the
man.
community isn't like tight knit. Cause like for me, like when people talk about like the golden era in hip hop, like the '90s or whatever the case, well, no matter what coast it is, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the circles were much smaller. Like you can be from here, but everybody's gonna be at the shows together. You had to like chop it up.
Yeah.
You guys all ran into each other. You all exchanged info. You know what I mean? And I
Yep.
think we lost a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? But that could easily be glued back up. There just has to be dope shit happening and people willing to just talk. You
Do
know?
you think that like when people say it's like, oh, like hip hop and rap is trash now? Do you feel that like it's because motherfuckers ain't going out there to look for the artists that actually are keeping that like candle lit?
Yeah, I think because it's harder. I mean, think about it back then. You found out after you made it to the cream of the crop already. You had to be in somebody's car. The radio had to be playing you. The DJ who was the DJ
was a
had to be
bunch of
playing
check
your
marks.
shit. And nowadays, it's like URLs all day. You all day. Like, how many hours of music get uploaded to SoundCloud a day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think back then, it was easier to seek out who was already that dope, but now it's just, like, overwhelming. For me, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, how much, what new 15 rappers am I supposed to be listening to this week? You know what I mean?
It's what he said. What new 15 rappers am I supposed to be
Supposed to
listening
be,
to
quote unquote,
this
you know what I mean?
week?
But that's how it is, and then you have to like step back and like, nah, let me see you do something before I pay attention. Like,
Man, I mean, damn, man, I did like looking at it from a different perspective like that. It kind of, it's kind of fucked up. Like you don't, I feel that doesn't let you become a real authentic fan of somebody because one week you're being like, you know, this person's song is popping. and then like the next week is like they're that person's friend, and then you become a fan of them, and you ride them for like fucking 2 weeks, and then somebody else comes. So it's like, you know, as compared to like back in the
it's
day,
like what kind of core fan bases are
Yeah.
you really having type shit.
So it's like a temporary thrill because like it's compared to the groups that were like back in the day. Like I honestly think like the hardest thing like for example, like we work for fucking Be Real and Cypress Hill, bro. The motherfuckers have been around for like 20 plus fucking years, bro. And like
my
some
man
of those
just put me
songs
on
never
that
really-
they're one of the before Jay-Z, they were the hip hop act that headlined Glastonbury. You know what I mean? Which is like elite headline in the joint. You know what I'm saying? But they built those core fan bases, and you were able to pay attention to the story. Now it's just like literally Instagram story, and that's it. And
Yeah, it
whoever
is.
like feeds your thrill then, and
I feel if you
it's
don't,
tough.
I feel like if you can't hit that like that blackjack streak like 7 months in a row, it's kind of hard for you to even climb the charts. Like, and you see the you know, certain artists and certain people get desperate and go through different lengths to fucking keep themselves relevant every week. Like for example, I mean, whether it is a publicity stunt or not, you have motherfuckers that are out there trolling each other and fucking go like, you know, like doing the 6ix9ine shit and just doing that, and then like, you know, you see them like, oh, the outcome of it was like, oh, it was just a fucking a stunt to get your fucking shit on the billboards. You know what I mean?
I mean, and that's always existed just in hip hop in general. Just people always pressing each other. But for me, it's just like,
I feel like
just make
now
sure the music is dope too. You know what I mean? Push your music. Make sure people pay attention to that. That they're not just watching you
For the clout.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo, bring them back to what the joints are. You know?
Like they're not following you because you have the latest in fucking fashion, or like you got like the fucking a custom car or a big ass house.
And that's just dangerous too. It's kind of like, why even put yourself in that position? You know what I'm saying?
you
Get
be-
some bread. Make sure you spread your music and just stay lit like that. You know?
Yeah, like motherfuckers act like it's almost like they take pride in flaunting, you know, like this lifestyle, and it's almost like saying, hey, I'm a target here, because you know there's always somebody that's gonna be
come
willing to
take
step
this
up.
from me.
Right. Nah, yeah, I liked how you put it though. You said I have like a blue check mark in real life. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
but
bro,
I think,
like,
but
motherfuckers
you know
will
what
do
you know what that comes
everything.
down to? That comes down to what you're saying, where it's like if I'm gonna build a core fan base, I gotta be myself, and I gotta just rep anytime I have a platform to rep, so that when people fuck with me and see me in the street,
It's authentic.
They don't give a fuck about if it's on the top 40 or not. They just care. Oh, there's some new Radamins. We already know he's gonna do whatever he
Like,
feels
you know
is
the
right.
shit's
You know what I mean?
authentic, bro. Like they come up to you and they're like, yo, I broke down the last 16 you fucking spit.
And,
like,
you
this
get those
shit-
messages like saving people's lives or just making people
that-
happy that day. You know
That
what I
shit's
mean?
weird, bro. Like,
nah,
you know, it's
crazy.
like sometimes you get those, like, you know, I'm pretty, like, everybody here is, you work at some kind of level of entertainment, you've gotten some kind of message where you're like, yo, it's that deep. You know, it makes you think, like, yo, your decisions impact motherfuckers that really are not as, I guess, will strong to make certain difficult decisions.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
And you do that in your life, and you don't even know who you.
Yeah, you don't even
You
know,
do
bro.
that, and you don't know who. Like, it's just people in your Instagram. Like, damn. Like, and sometimes they do tell you, "Yo, I see you. Keep up the good work." Sometimes they be fake. Sometimes they just want you to
Yeah.
hook them up.
Yeah,
But
those are-
sometimes they literally are like, "Yo, you're helping me out," and that's not up to
Yep.
you. You show up and do the work. Like, this
Yep.
is the 1 year anniversary,
Like
right?
your
Of your
troop.
show, so it's like,
Yep.
you waking up and getting it done, son.
Waking up again, done, and you're like, oh shit, the year's gone. The year's is done, man. Like,
Facts.
yo, so are you moving on to the West Coast, or are you just coming out here to visit?
Yo, LA is dope. LA is dope. I think for me, it's very easy to. It seems like it's easier to like get things done because I have like the New York mindset of like I'm gonna just go fucking go get it. But in New York, sometimes it's too congested. You can't actually get it done. You know what I mean? And LA, it's like I can focus on the work, and then you can also focus on not doing shit if you want to, also, which is like good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo, sometimes you need to just shut the fuck up and like just sit. Like today, I was just in the pool. I just had breakfast. I didn't do shit today.
Enjoying real
Yesterday,
life.
it was like, oh, I gotta run around. Day before, I gotta run around. Today, I was like, yo, let me just shut the fuck up and just be out here. You know what I mean? And that's good too for the mental. So
Yeah,
I
it
definitely
is.
feel like
It's a balance,
I don't know
man.
how I'm gonna move out here. I feel like I gotta get my money up first, cause. But yeah, it seems like a vibe for sure.
Man, that's
Love. I know mad people out here too. It's crazy. If people move from New York to LA, LA to New York, you just end up building like that bridge.
like every day somebody starting a new life out here in LA that's from New York, and every day somebody from LA starting a new life in New York out
Right.
there.
How has it been out here? Like just like in 2018 LA. Are you born and
Yeah,
raised?
born and raised.
How's the change been in that?
I mean, since we were kids, it's been a lot of change from like, I mean, just gentrification. In
I was
general,
just
you know
about.
what
I knew you were gonna say that, bro.
Cause I know in probably in Bed-Stuy, it's probably like the same thing.
Bro, where
it's
Biggie's
changing
at
for
now,
sure.
that's just all white population.
Oh, yeah,
Where,
it's all
where you-
cleaned
What?
up.
That shit's no longer a hood.
Facts.
Yeah.
Damn, hold up, damn.
I mean, we still have
Real
our
shit.
fucking. There's still those hood parts like
Right.
anywhere else, but there's been a lot of change in LA.
Right.
Yeah, man, like it's like I was too young to really be conscious enough to like know what the fuck was going on when the riots were going on. But I remember seeing them go down because I was like, yo, the fucking store's on fire, you know? Like, you know, so
That's
like
OD.
when you go from seeing LA in that time period to seeing like the shit being bought out and just being like kind of like IKEA the fuck up, like you know when you go to IKEA everything looks perfect,
Yeah,
right?
and it's like uncomfortable. You're like, yo, what the
It's
fuck
like
is
you-
going on?
Like you're over here, you feel like yo, I'm in some kind of perfect fucking living room. It's like that they're trying to do that to LA, and it's like you
My
can't
boy
really.
just said that too. Who's from New York and's been living out here for like 5 months. He's like, yo, like
They got plans for this
because
shit,
he
bro.
lives in a gentrified area.
It's
like,
almost
you know what I
like
mean?
it's almost like they want to suck the culture out of LA. So it's like I feel that sometimes like it even impacts music because like the division between like for example like LA around downtown is not the same LA in Silver Lake or and then Silver Lake's a different vibe from fucking Pacoima and Pacoima's a different vibe from Northridge. You know what I mean? It's like so it's a mixture of all these different people that kind of don't really have an identity as compared to like let's just say New York. Like you motherfuckers, like you guys don't have like or you don't really see it where motherfuckers are struggling to find like the to keep the culture up. So like when you guys do hip hop, you guys and you guys have an artist that blows the fuck up, you guys glorify a spitter because that's what New York is actually based out of. You know what I mean? Like you guys are known for having spitters like Biggie. Like out here, you got like 5 different artists that will pop up from 5 different areas with 5 different sounds because none of them are actually trying to create an actual West Coast sound. You know, that's at least that's how I feel. How do you feel, Sheik?
Honestly, I feel nobody has their own fucking sound anymore. All these fucking assholes they all want to fucking sound alike and dress alike and dude,
so serious.
fuck that.
I mean, see,
He's
you
not with this,
you laugh, bro, because this is the thing.
He's not with
He
this.
keeps
no,
it mad
I'm
real,
laughing
bro.
at just how dead, like you like just stared at one point and were like, yo, fuck this. Like, so what do you want to see?
Just more, be yourself, man. Some fucking originality. Not all you motherfuckers want to have colorful dreads and fucking face tattoos.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I know you weren't fucking raised that way, and then all of a sudden you saw some person do it, and now you want to follow that fucking. Just be yourself. I know not everyone is fucking. If that's how you are, then
Right.
by all means, my respect to you. But
Do you?
yeah,
Nah, you always got to. That's why I fuck with Lil Uzi, cause Uzi, I don't give a fuck. Like, you can like his music, not like his music, whatever. Like, he does him. Young Thug, they do them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Like, it's just, yo, you have to respect their
Yeah,
individuality.
and like with the way social media shit runs these days, like you can tell motherfuckers change up. Like everybody who's currently relevant, do you see those posts on Instagram that'll say like, this is who they were before they fucking got the purple hair and shit, and like, but real motherfuckers, you don't see that shit.
Right.
Like you don't see like a fucking post saying this is who B Real was before this shit. Like the pictures you see of B Real from back in the day is him with a gangbanger haircut and going to these lowrider shows. You know what I mean? Like really living it out, or like all the pictures you see of motherfuckers like Tupac. Tupac was really about whatever he was doing. So like, yeah, in a sense.
That's why for me, I just try to give energy to only like the things that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Because yo, I can hate a lot.
I
of
mean-
things. So for me, I'm just like yo, and
better to
I think
fuck-
it's
yeah.
different because I'm an artist too. You know what I'm saying? So I understand from both sides. So for me, I'm just like I'm just not gonna play your song if I don't like.
if you don't really
yeah.
catch
You know
the
what I mean?
vibe.
I don't
agree
need
with
to
that, yeah.
like yo. Oh, this is the artist that's dope. All right, I fuck with Gold Link. Let me play some Gold Link shit. I fuck with whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna just make sure you get your plays. So
Yep.
that way, you know what I'm saying? Because there's numbers at the end of the day.
Yep. Is there anything that you haven't like conquered yet in your career? Because you've gotten like you've opened up for some real.
Yeah,
like,
I
legends,
think
bro.
for me now it's just like making sure the legacy is right. You know what I mean? Like we all wanna, at least for me as an artist, if you strive to like be an artist for real, you wanna leave a legacy. You wanna make sure you impact the world. You wanna make sure you impact the people who like sought you out and listen to your
Who feed
shit.
that hunger.
You know what I mean? And just provide something ill in the world. You know what I mean? Like I'm listening to Marvin Gaye's passed away, and I'm bumping this shit driving around through here. Like, but at one day he was at a studio session, and that's the song that was made. You know what I mean? And he tried his best and did that. So I want to make sure I just do shit like that. I want to make sure I'm
want your
rich.
shit to be
I want to make sure my
timeless.
family's rich. I want to make sure, and I don't mean just rich in money, but rich in options. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up poor, so my parents didn't have options. You couldn't, you know what I mean? You couldn't lose. So now I got the opportunity to lose, which means I don't have to be working under that fear. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah. That's
yeah,
like
take
you,
over, B. Take over.
That's right, man. I mean that's a real ass fucking response, man. Like, I feel motherfuckers these days don't really have like the shit that you just said. I don't hear that response enough these days from artists. Like These days when you hear an artist saying, yo, what you gonna do when you make it? Like, I'm gonna buy a $150,000 chain.
Ain't nobody talking about taking care of their family.
Yeah, like, you know, ain't nobody really have those kind of like values no more. Like, I know
Making
I'm like,
some smart decisions with your money.
like, I want the pink, like, I'm like, fuck, if I were to cash out, I was like, I want the pink slip to my house. I don't want Freddie Mac to own my shit no more.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like, motherfuckers don't got those kind of goals no more. So
Yeah.
it's good. What do you think, what would you say influences that drive to keep that certain mindset in a world that, like, it's not, it doesn't, like, you're not necessarily celebrated for doing such things. Like, motherfuckers, like, get glorified for doing shit that's kind of like, you know, like if you've been raised in a good household, you're like, yo, that's some stupid ass shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like,
I think for me, I always go back to the Dominican Republic. It just is what it is, you know. Every once or twice a year since I was born, I've been out there. So I'm born and raised in New York, but New York is the United States, and then you're in the city to city, and then you get that perspective when you go back. And my family's like in the poor in the DR. You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody's like dirt poor, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's the lower level, and you see that they're happy about certain things, and you see what makes them happy. And then I come back to New York, and the problems I have are so dumb that you're just like, I bet what's important? Like when your mom is a grandmother and they have grandkids, and the uncles, maybe some of them didn't turn out the way you wanted them to, and the cousins, maybe some of them, you know, you can at least like care for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's what it is. Yo, if you have a roof, you have food, you have water, you have somewhere to sleep. Like that's real. That's real wealth, you know. So
that's real. It's
so you just keep that shit. I mean, I want to be dressed fire too, and you know what I'm saying, and buy a two-seater car that I don't need, but I deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like I plan on being rich, but make sure the family straight. Make sure they can buy me Nikes when they want.
The luxuries that you giving yourself compared to like the shit that gets glorified these days, if you were to compare, you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I just want like a house in a regular ass neighborhood. I don't need like a 300 fucking
Yo, I don't be
square
needing
feet.
They be having ghosts anyway. I don't fuck with big houses. I
Yeah,
feel like
like-
some ghosts might pop when you start hearing shit on the third floor. You're like, nah. Like, give me a nice spot. Like,
You got Civil War ghosts in the open
yo,
house.
it's like, you never know. They build your shit, you get you fucked up.
That's real, man. What's the go-to munchies, bro? Like, you know, everybody has like a go-to munchies, like, cause you know,
Damn,
like,
bro.
especially Latinos, we have options. Like me, like, because I'm Salvadorian,
Yep.
like, if I ever find a bomb ass pupusa spot and I'm just stoned and I'm hungry, bro,
Right.
that's my my calling card
Oh
right
my
there.
God.
You know what I mean? Like,
Go-to.
what do you fucking with the
Yo, the
plátanos and shit?
munchies,
or what?
bro. Yo, tostones and chicken.
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
Bro.
What's those stones,
Fuck,
dog?
that's
Plantains,
plantains mashed
yeah.
up.
Oh,
with the
plátanos?
salt.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
crazy. I like Swedish fish. Swedish fish gets the job done. Get you a Snapple one time. I like just warming up bread and peanut butter. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know how much people say that shit with some orange juice. Like that'd be doing the job. Yo, for real.
Damn, look. He said fucking warming up peanut butter on bread and then drinking orange juice. That's like me saying like, yo, I'm like brushing my teeth and then drinking like orange juice, dog.
Yo, nah, that shit is so good. Like bread and peanut butter with orange juice. Yo, I don't give a fuck who judges me. That shit is popping. When, I'm talking like midnight, 1 a.m. high. I don't mean like 2 p.m.
Like real
Middle of the
munchies,
fucking
stoner
day.
shit, like
Facts.
Shaggy and Scooby shit.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Man, that's fucking like, what's the scene like out there? Like, cause listen, man, like it's almost like at least back in the day, like maybe a couple 10 years now, where if you were like of some kind of Latino descent, you almost got categorized in a certain lane for hip hop or rap. Now that it's so different, like, is there like, you know, motherfuckers like, you know, like you're Dominican, so you got like, you run into other Dominican rappers that are out there doing it like you, like is the influence? Or
I
is
mean,
the
there's a Latin presence in New York, and I think in hip hop in general, but we don't really get our dues like that yet. And I just think we just need more ill motherfuckers coming up and just make sure, because we have a huge population we could touch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and sometimes I don't know, for some reason in hip hop, I just always felt like the Latin presence was kind of like pushed to the side, even though we've been there since the jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just think we just need more ill rappers, and I just plan on being one of them. So if my success makes that easier for somebody else to come on, then that's what it is. But I mean, we all the blood is still music and hip hop. So, but you see a presence. I mean, that's just because there's mad Spanish people in New York. Also,
Yeah.
So yeah, you have Puerto Rican, El Salvadorian, Mexican, Dominican, whatever.
Damn,
Like,
fools
so-
made it all the way from El Salvador all the way over
Yo,
there.
that's a
far ass
fact. Especially in Bushwick.
I'm like we get to fucking California and we're like, all right, we're tired. Like, you know, we're like, this is enough.
Yo, so
But
what's the best spot to go to out here, like food-wise? Because I'm like, I still got a day and a half tomorrow. And
fuck, like, all right, so like,
what do I have to check out? Not on some like, oh, Fat Burger. Like, nah.
see,
Like,
I don't
I
really
mean-
I don't really know your taste in food.
put me on.
but-
It's all good.
Like this is the Sheiky. This is the reason why I started my fucking series, bro. Like I have a series on the YouTube channel called High and Hungry, and I'm on season 2. And I'm serious, bro. Like I review places and I get high first, and there's everything from burgers to authentic fucking vegan food to like just anything that's popping in LA. I got like 2 seasons of it.
Yep.
My favorite thing, like I would say, like if you like, especially if you want to mix something with plantains in there, go to this place called Bossa Nova.
Bossa Nova. I'm
Yeah.
gonna write that shit down right
Bossa
now.
Nova. What were you gonna say, Sheiky?
I mean, for some, I don't know if you've been to. It's some typical LA shit, but Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Yo, for some reason I haven't gone yet.
You
We
haven't
do
gone?
need to go there for like why Roscoe's Chicken and
Yeah, you
Waffles.
just
What's
gotta hit
what's
up-
the closest spot?
The one you want to go to the one on Pico and La Brea.
Copy.
That's the OG spot.
Yeah, they're popping right there. That shit gets you full, man. I ain't gonna
Is
lie.
that part of the culture out here, Roscoe's?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it is on the checklist out there, bro. Like there's a lot of places like you can get fat in a place like LA, bro. Like on some real
I
shit.
can
Like
see I see the portions are bigger. Like I'm just getting too
I mean,
full everywhere I'm eating. I'm like, what the fuck is going
fucking-
on, bro?
The feast that they brought,
That shit is
me
OD.
to you barbecue brought up. I was like, damn, bro. Like I was like, this is like if
I
like
can't order French toast out here and finish it. Like it's just like too much French toast. Like it's OD.
too much
It's
of
good
that.
though. It's
Man.
good though. It's popping the flavors.
You got a favorite weed? You know that we like.
Yo, honestly, my favorite weed just because of the nostalgia is sour. The sour diesel.
Sour Diesel.
Keeping
Just
that East
because I'm
Coast.
talking about 9th grade us and I remember when sour first started being a thing that you just smoked out there and you were the cool kid if you had sour for some fucking reason. Like
Nobody
now we
wanted-
have 2 billion street, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you had some good sour and some real sour because they would try to sell you the fake sour. You had the real sour, like
You know how you
Yo,
said
you
there's
were
10
lit.
new rappers every week?
Right.
In the weed game,
Yeah,
it's
that's the
getting like
weed
that.
game
There's
now.
10 new
Yeah.
companies and 10 new different strains every week.
Right.
And like out of those 10 companies, like 2 of them want to collab.
Damn,
like you know what I mean?
word.
Like it's just like fuck,
Let's
dude.
get busy. And blue cheese, I like blue cheese too.
Damn,
That was
hell
my
yeah,
that was my
shout out to
college.
you. That's what
joint.
I'm talking about,
That
bro.
was my college.
I like-
That was my college shit right
with
there.
I fuck with the cheese. I like
Blue
the
cheese
cheese.
got me through sophomore year. That's a fact.
Man, dude, you got any upcoming shows? I hear you said you got 2 more days in the West Coast, right?
Yeah, I got 2 more days now. I'm gonna just keep hitting the studio, more press, just shaking hands. You know what I mean, and make sure I come back here ASAP and just get busy.
If
and
you
busy,
are
you know what I mean?
if you are gonna give yourself some leisure time, what are you gonna do?
Yo, I'm gonna do like what I did today was just sit in the motherfucking pool and enjoy the sun, bro, and just see some trees, like.
Hell yeah,
And
man.
just shut up, cause when I go back to New York, it's subway stations and 50 people in the corner while you're trying to cross the street. So I'm gonna make sure I chill out, you know.
I can't hate on that, man. I really can't. Like it kind of sad. Like when you said that, I'm like, man, I almost feel like I take that motherfucking shit for granted. Like there's very few states you can drive convertible every single season, and it's like, I own a convertible, and shit, man. Like you're right, man.
I mean, that's what I rented. As soon I was like, I'm not coming to LA and not getting a convertible because in New York you see 1 convertible a day. You know what I'm saying? And out here that's like nothing. Everybody has one. Like it's little, yeah, it's just dope.
it is one of those things. Like even on what you consider a gloomy day in LA, I can still rock the top down.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like it'll still be cool. Like gloomy days are the best days. Like I'll tell you this is a life hack out here. Gloomy days are the best days to drive and smoke with the top down because like there's not enough wind and the clouds are enough to detain the wind during that time. So you it's not necessarily humidity, but it's a combination of like 20% humidity and the rest just cool air.
Damn.
So you're just like I've driven with the backwood and the top down and the windows up, like to block the wind, and I'm just like, shit goes up and I'm driving on the freeway, like just kicking it, man.
Yeah, nah, that sounds like a vibe.
It is a vibe, man, and it's like I want to go ahead and thank you for definitely like number one, like we had the dope ass interview on the Green Thumb show, but then you come on this show and you're like you see these motherfuckers go ahead and turn it up a notch because we like getting
that's a
fucked
vibe.
up.
Yo, I'm scared to try that drink, but I'm gonna just get that shit, bro. 'cause I'm scared.
I would definitely say fuck with something, man. And I'm gonna definitely hook you up with something before you go ahead and take off because I have my own product line, so I'm gonna go ahead and lace you down with some
Gotcha.
shit.
No, yeah, for sure. We're gonna try
And
that.
once again, thank you so much for coming out. Where can they follow you? If they want to go ahead and catch you at a show, they want to go ahead and smoke you out, they want to go ahead and just vibe, whatever they want, where can they reach at you?
Yo, Instagram, SoundCloud, all of the internets is Radamiz. But like I said before, make sure you check out Apple and Spotify and all that shit first.
Say for all my Spanish people, Radamin?
Radamin. Ya tú
Radamin,
sabes,
there it
estamos
is.
aquí representando en Los Ángeles.
There it is. Damn, this will sound like we sitting on there. For real.
love y'all. Appreciate you. For real.
And thank you to everybody who's been viewing, everybody that was here, everybody who's been keeping us going for a whole fucking year. We're gonna go ahead and keep it going to Be Real TV until the fucking wheels, if they do ever fall off on Be Real TV, which I doubt they ever will. Fucking, you know what I mean? We're gonna just go ahead and keep our riding to this. And once you come to the We Don't Smoke the Same show, you kind of get a bridge, because like whenever you're in LA, you'll come back and just check in. That's how our guests usually end up becoming.
That's what it looks like following Be Real for years. It's just like it just becomes a thing that you just
Once you get like invited to the temple,
it's a fact.
it's like you're gonna get invited back whenever you're in LA if you're not from here, and if you're from MLA, like you're just gonna randomly end up here for some reason.
Yo,
But
nobody said anything bad who I've walked into and told them I had some shit with
Nope.
Be Real. They're like, oh nah, vibe.
nope, it's
all cool.
It's like the most chillest legend you'll meet, huh? Yeah.
No, I mean all of you too, though. I'm not saying just him. I'm saying like the
but well, fuck,
experience.
that's the motherfucker at least by example. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
nah,
like,
it's a fact. That's dope.
you know what I mean? It's like you're like, fuck. It's like this fool wouldn't do that shit, so I'm not gonna do it either. Yeah.
Damn,
But
this game.
yeah, fucking Flavors by Ezone on Instagram. We Don't Smoke the Same official. So just the initials WDSTS official on IG for official. Sheikadelic on Instagram.
That's right.
Ayo.C Rock, which is gonna be doing the closeout coming up. And make sure you fuck with the homie Radamin right here. Radamin. Fucking,
you already-
we're gonna go ahead and get into a video until C-Rock is ready to go. And fucking 1 year, man. Salute to you motherfuckers. Cheers.
Be real.